Hey, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co, and this is my annual end-of-year support drive and giveaway video. I'm a little cramped in here, so I'm gonna push some of these box stuff to the side, but let me tell you a bit more about what's going on, and of course, timestamps to anything down below. Like I said already, this is my annual support drive video, the video where I try to encourage you to support the channel if you benefit from the hundreds of videos I put out every single year. In fact, I think around 700 videos a year. On average, I do around 2 videos a day, so that's 700 or so videos a year that I put up on the channel, and this is my attempt to encourage you to become either YouTube members or Ko-Fi members or Patreon members, any of those things if you can and or are able to. In addition to the reasons to support in general, I also try to throw in all these games that you can go ahead and get. And you don't have to become a member to be eligible to win. I'm going to go through all of that. In fact, let's go through all that. Let's talk about a few different things. Let's talk about the channel, let's talk about support, let's talk about the games that are all in this image over here. Let's talk about what you have to do. Let's start with the details of how to be eligible to win these games. And I'm going to do roughly the same thing that I did last year, possibly the exact same thing. I don't remember the exact details, but effectively, the way I'm going to structure this giveaway is anyone is eligible to be entered into a giveaway for these. By commenting on this video at all, no specific requirements at all, any comment at all makes you eligible to win any one of the games that you see on the table here. The way I'm going to do that is at some point, probably early 2025, I guess we're up to. So at the very beginning, either at the very end of the year or at the very beginning of the year, I'm going to go ahead and actually draw the winners for this. This support drive is going to run throughout my top 100 series, which by the way is starting tomorrow. Hopefully, it's probably starting tomorrow. We'll be running my top 100 games of all time. It'll be a series of 10 videos, one video a day until the series is over, as I go through my top 100 games of all time as of 2024. At the end of the year or early 2025, I'll go ahead and announce the winners from all the people who are either currently members of the channel or alternatively who have commented on this video or both. The way that's going to work is every comment on this video is one entry. Now, I'm not going to be doing double winners. Every person can only win one prize, so if your name is drawn for any particular prize, if I go ahead and draw the prize for Radlands and your name is drawn, you're no longer eligible to win any other prize. So the luck of the fates, the luck of the dice, random chance as it will determine not only if you win, but what game you're ultimately able to win. I'm not able to do a priority-based winners or whatnot. Sometimes when I do smaller giveaways, I let people choose what they want to enter. In this case, I'm basically going to be drawing winners from all the possible forms of entry. To that end, every single comment on this video, like I said already, is going to be one entry into winning. But in addition to that, every person who is either currently a Patreon member or a Ko-Fi member, if you're either of those things already, then your current membership is going to, whatever your monthly membership is, that's going to be equal to one entry per dollar. So for example, if you are a $5 a month member of the channel, you have 5 entries. That is true for anyone who is currently an existing Ko-Fi or Patreon member, and it's also true for anyone who becomes a Ko-Fi or Patreon member by the end of this month, by the time we do the giveaway effectively. So if you aren't a member right now, if you have been a member in the past, or if you haven't been a member in the past, but if by the time I do this drawing, you are currently a member over on Ko-Fi or Patreon, whatever your monthly amount is, that will be equal to one entry per dollar of monthly amount. Hopefully that made sense. So if you're a $10 a month member, that's 10 entries. That's also going to be true for anyone who does single donations. So if you don't want to do a monthly membership, I totally get it. I still understand, appreciate, whatever you can do is always appreciated. So if you go ahead and boom, you decide to go ahead and donate $25, whatever it is, and just as a one-time thing, that will be 25 entries. Yes, that does mean that if you wanted to maximize your entries, you can go ahead and do a single donation instead of a overtime donation. I'll leave that up to you. My ideal goal with supporting the channel is that you ideally are supporting because you appreciate and watch all the videos that go up on the channel on a regular basis. But again, I'm totally fine with you playing whatever games you want to maximize your possible entries and all that. I'm just giving you the terms, so to speak. I'm trying to balance making it as simple as possible, allowing for some gamification if you want, but not turning into too much of a crazy mess over here. So that's kind of the how you are eligible to enter. So again, just to recap that one more time, every comment on this video, and yes, I'll include multiple comments per users, which I usually don't do for these, but every comment on this video is one entry. I guess you could spam comments. I think it's a bad idea. One comment per user. We're gonna do one comment per user. I just don't want people spamming 7,000 comments. I don't know. That might be good for the algorithm. I feel it would turn the comment section to a mess. So I'm gonna limit it to one unique comment per user because I want to avoid turning the comment section into a mess. And then again, every single amount of monthly donation from either existing members, if you already are an existing member, or from new members, or alternatively, if you do a one-time donation, all one-time donations counted as of the filming of this until the giveaway will be counted for their full dollar amount. So again, if you do a $50, one-time donation, that's 50 entries. That is how I'm running the giveaway terms in terms of making you eligible to win. Like I said already, the drawing will take place either towards the end of 2024 or early 2025. I don't know exactly the date of it, but it'll be somewhere around then. I'll try to put that in the description of this video as I know it more, and or keep you updated, because I will be doing the top 100 series and I will be mentioning this video as I go through it, so I'll try to keep you updated as I pick the video date for that. Past that, as far as eligible winners from where and when and all that, anywhere in the world is eligible, but the way I'm going to be doing it is for the 3 bigger stuff, because we have a bunch of smaller games over here. I believe everything over here is in shrink. We have a bunch of smaller games over here, and then we have 3 bigger prizes over here. For the 3 bigger prizes, it's going to be free shipping in the US and up to $20 comped if you are international. So for example, if you win this Giant Sleeping Gods bundle and you're an international user, I will pay the first $20 of shipping. After that, if you want the prize, you'd have to cover the rest. And if you don't want the prize, I'll just give you the $20 towards shipping. So in all cases, if you choose not to get the prize, I'll just give you the cash value of at least what I would have paid for shipping, so that you at least get something out of it. That's going to be for these 3 big ones here. So free shipping in the US and up to $20 per package comped from me for international shipping. For these smaller ones over here, I'll be doing free shipping in the US and then up to $10 per game comped from me towards whatever international shipping there would be. So again, for example, if you win Radlands, you can either, if you're an international user winning Radlands, you either have to pay the cost above $10 or whatever it costs to ship, or alternatively, I'll just give you $10 and then, trade this or figure out another way to get rid of it later. So that's kind of the shipping aspects of all of these. As far as the games on the table, let's go through all of that before we talk about a few more things. The games on the table, we have the following. We have Maple Valley over here. I believe this is the Kickstarter version. I have to double check that. We have Maple Valley. We have the Last Kingdom board game. We have Moonrakers. We have Dog Park. We have Tesseract. We have Sunrise at the Studio along with Floriferous. This is going to be a bundled package, both with the Kickstarter goodies. We have Radlands. We have Sobek 2 players. Terraforming Mars, the dice game over here. We have War Machine. We have Nocturne from Flat Out Games. Bedeville Carnival. The Adventures of Gulpax's Secrets over here from Thunderworks Games. And then for the big ones over here, we have 3 separate things. We have an all-in for Sleeping Gods. This includes Distant Skies as well as the original Sleeping Gods. And kind of everything you can have over here. That's an all-in for Sleeping Gods. We have an Oathsworn. I'm 99% sure this is the second edition Oathsworn. I can double check, but 99% sure the second edition Oathsworn. Just the base game, not any of the tons of extra stuff. And then lastly, we have over here, we have The Witcher Old World, all of the various Kickstarter goodies. It does not include the base game. So just as a note here, if you get all this, you're getting all the extra stuff that's very hard to get and very expensive, but you will have to either already have the base game or acquire the base game. I don't have the extra base game for this. And in case any of you are wondering about my own collection over here, these are all things aside from my own collection. Anything in my own collection, for instance, I have The Witcher Old World, I have Oathsworn. These are extra things over there. Just in case anyone's like, you're getting rid of Oathsworn? No, I'm not. Anyways, that is kind of all the stuff on the table. Let's cover a few more general things to get into. As I mentioned already, I'll be doing my top 100. I'll be running this giveaway across the top 100. I will be mentioning it in multiple videos. This is my once a year that I try to heavily, like every once in a while I'll mention Patreon, Ko-Fi, all of that. But this is my more heavily focused push of supporting the channel. If you appreciate the content, if you appreciate the things you see here, the work that goes into it, then your support is appreciated. It is not essential. There are so many ways that you can support the channel. Just the fact that you watch the videos is already supporting. Every time you comment, you share, you like, being a subscriber, all of those things are incredibly appreciated. I don't in any way want to confuse the idea. I don't in any way want to like imply that you're not supporting the channel if you don't financially contribute. Whatever you're able to do is tremendously appreciated, and regardless of whether that's financial support or literally just clicking to watch the videos. The only reason I am able to do what I'm able to do is thanks to you. So whatever you do and whatever you have been doing is already a ton. For those who care about which platform is better, in general, Ko-Fi is the one that is most, that results in the most of your donation going directly towards me. I should also note, maybe I should open up PayPal as well. I don't know, maybe not, we'll see. Ko-Fi in general, and again, Ko-Fi can do one-time donations, that's one of the upsides of that, and I'll have links to everything down below, but Ko-Fi is the one that will give the most percentage amount towards me, so if you want that highest percentage going to me, Ko-Fi is going to be best for that. Then Patreon is going to be second, and then YouTube membership is the lowest percentage that goes towards me. I think it's still like 2/3, but it's the lowest from those. So if you donate $10 a month on YouTube, I think I'm getting around $6.66, somewhere in that range. It's around 2/3 of what you donate. You'll notice that I did not mention that YouTube members will be eligible for the giveaways. That's primarily because it's a little harder for me to track the YouTube members. I could do it based on the YouTube member's name, but if I have you on Ko-Fi and Patreon, you know what? I'll do it based on YouTube members as well. I'm going to do it based on YouTube members as well because honestly, it's not that different than a comment. It does mean if you're a winner and you're on Ko-Fi or Patreon, I have your email and I can contact you. If you're a winner and you're a YouTube member and or a YouTube commenter, then the best I have is being able to reply to a comment or engage that way. But I still want to include anyone who's supporting it anyway. So any donations that are eligible from anyone who's an active member through YouTube memberships or becoming a member through YouTube membership will also be eligible for the giveaway. But again, the best tier would be Ko-Fi, Patreon, and YouTube membership, but whatever you want to do, again, in any way, in any capacity, is totally 100% appreciated. That's basically it. I don't have a ton more to get into in this video. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everything. I appreciate the fact that I get to do this. I try to limit the support drives to like that once a year thing. I try not to push every single video with like, comment, subscribe, engage, Patreon, YouTube, all that. No disrespect to any content creator who does that. I think that the reality of being in content creation is most of the time it is a constant struggle to make things work and people have to do what they have to do. And so but for me, I think I just try to limit this to the once a year push because then I can make it the focus. I can make it the focus for a week or two, talk about it in my top 100, but then I don't feel like I have to mention it in every single video except where it's situational. The last thing I guess I'll cover is benefits to being a YouTube member or a Patreon, YouTube, or Ko-Fi member. The general benefits, aside from supporting the channel, of course, is first of all, I've actually been bad about this past few months, but for years until the past few months, and hopefully I'll start again. Every Monday you get a basically scheduled week of the videos that will be coming this week. I need to start doing it again. I have not done it for the past few months, but until then, I've been pretty consistent for years. In general, every single Monday as well, whenever I do a two-back, not-to-back, on Mondays, you'll also have an unfair and unbalanced series. That is a series where I basically try to convince you not to back every single crowdfunding campaign that I just covered over on two-back, not-to-back. It's me trying to be counter FOMO, trying to not take a fair and balanced approach, hence the name, and me trying to actively give you every single reason not to back the campaigns. The goal is to save you money, and it saved me money. It has made me step away from backing games here and there as I convince myself that maybe waiting sometimes is not the worst thing to do. So that's going to be a video that goes up every single Monday on my Patreon and Ko-Fi. Additionally, I'd say once or twice a month is usually a behind the scenes video of just things going on, just some stuff going on, whether it's, the channel, travel, whether it's an interaction I have with a publisher or something like, whatever it is, there'll be some sort of behind the scenes stuff, the kind of thing that I'm just not ready to put out to the whole entire world, but I try to reserve for some degree of behind the scenes anything. And then lastly, in addition to this giveaway over here, every single month when I do my games leaving the collection video, I do give away games over on Patreon and Ko-Fi to members. The higher tiers are more likely to get than any member is eligible, but higher tiers specifically are more likely to get specific giveaways in addition to that. But that does mean that in addition to this once a year, giant giveaway, I tend to do these giveaways on a monthly basis as well to anyone who is, supporting the channel. And that is basically it. Until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co. I appreciate you being here, I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate whatever you can do. And as always, I hope you have a good one.